What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing a tier list of all the trading values in the new corrupted update. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay guys, so for our first pet we have the Kodama. So the Kodama is pretty useful if you have like 8 or 4 of them. It really matters because if you want to farm kitsunes and corrupted kitsunes, it's really important because it can give you the tranquil mutation on your Zen fruits. I'm going to be putting him in the middle of B tier. Okay, and now there's the corrupted Kodama, which I think is slightly better than the regular Kodama. It's way rarer and it gives the corrupted mutation, which is harder to get than the tranquil mutation. So I'm going to be placing him on the top of B tier. Okay, now we have the Moon Cat. The Moon Cat was once really good, but now they're really common. So, and I have a Moon Cat, you have a Moon Cat. Look, I have a Moon Cat. Yeah, everyone has a Moon Cat. Because everyone has a Moon Cat, I'm going to be putting him in the C tier. Okay, now we have the Praying Mantis. The Praying Mantis is one of the most overrated pets in the entire game. So I think this pet is really bad, but it's really overrated because not many people have this. Okay, now we have the Moth. The Moth is a pet with a very useful ability. Every 10 minutes, it recharges a pet's hunger to full. But there's a slight problem. Everybody has a Moth, and they're not that useful. So I'm going to be putting them in the middle of C tier. I think, yeah, probably tied with the Moon Cat. Okay, now we have an interesting one. We have the Mimic Octopus. And I really like this one because, like, if you get a mega one and then get rainbow on it, it's really good. So I'm going to be putting it in the top of A tier. Now we have the Kappa. The Kappa is dropped in value because more Zen eggs are being opened every single second. So he's in the bottom of C tier right now. Okay guys, now we have the Cooked Out. The important thing about the Cooked Out is that it was free. So everybody has one. So I'm going to be putting him in the bottom of D tier. I still think it's better than the Praying Mantis. Ooh, okay, now we have a new pet, the Raiju. The Raiju is a pretty good pet. It's kind of rare because not many people have this because it's kind of new. But like in the end of the week, it's probably going to fall a lot. Right now, it's probably in the top of B tier. Now we have another interesting one. We have the Chicken Zombie. The Chicken Zombie, I think, is a really useful pet. But it was free and a lot of people have it. So I think it's slightly better than the Raiju. Okay, now we have the Ankylosaurus. The Ankylosaurus is a very bad pet. I think it's a very bad pet. But for some reason, it only had a 1% chance of being in the primal egg. And now the primal eggs are gone. So this is getting kind of rare, but still I think he's right over here in the middle of C tier. Now we have an age 75 pet. Right now we have a lot of pets that can give you XP fast, and people mostly want age 50 pets, but recently, even though there's pet mutations that people only need level 50 pets, level 75 pets have grown in value, and I think they're in the top of S tier. Okay, now we have another interesting one. We have the Queen Bee. The Queen Bee is a very good pet. I love its abilities. I have the refresh ability, pollinate ability. Yeah, so I think it's slightly better than the Chicken Zombie. Okay, there's a person named Crow. Shout out Crow on YouTube. So Crow did this amazing blood hedgehog method with his horn dinosaur, and he made it massive. They're kind of useful. I'm probably going to put them, yeah, in the top of C tier. Now we have the regular hedgehog. If you don't have a blood hedgehog and you want to do the method, just use a regular hedgehog. But in my opinion, it's just a worse version of the blood hedgehog. So my ranking for this, I think it's actually below the mob. I think for my ranking for the hedgehog, I probably put it in the top of D tier. Okay, now we have another interesting one. We have the blood kiwi. And the blood kiwi is a very interesting pet because every 60 seconds, it boosts the time that takes to for eggs to hatch by a minute, I think. Yeah, so this pet is pretty useful. I think it's slightly better than the regular hedgehog, so I'm gonna put it in the top of the D tier. Ooh, now we have the red fox. One of my favorite pets. I think its ability isn't good because he never succeeded. But the community says otherwise because they think it's in the top of B tier for some reason. I don't agree, but yeah. Now we have the dragonfly. A dragonfly is a really useful pet, but no spoils. The pet after is, I think, more useful. So we'll get into him. Okay, so the dragonfly, I think it's slightly worse than the mimic, but yeah, I'm gonna put it in the bottom of A tier. Okay, now we have a very anticipated one. We have the butterfly. The reason I said the butterfly was better than the dragonfly is because its mutation is way more useful. Even though it has to take 5 mutations off a plant and put the rainbow mutation. The rainbow mutation is an amazing mutation and I really like it. So I'm going to be putting it ahead of the dragonfly but below the mimic. Right over here. Okay, now we have the bald eagle. The bald eagle was in the 4th of July shop. It's pretty useful, but I don't really think it... Like, it's useful for hatching eggs. That's kind of it. So I'm going to be putting it over here. I think the blood kiwi is way better. Okay, now we have another interesting pet, the ostrich. The ostrich has moved up in value because more people are hatching eggs and more people want to get pet mutation. So I think it's in the top of C tier. Okay, now we have the disco bee. And the disco bee is in S tier. Let's go in the top of S tier. Now we have a pretty useless pet, the mole. Decent ability. He's decent. Pretty rare. Gonna put him right over here. Ooh, now we have the fennec fox. I think the fennec fox is a very good pet, but the community demand for it is insane. So I'm going to be putting it ahead of the mimic octopus, even though I think the mimic is way better. Okay, now we have huge pets. I think huge pets are only growing in value. Look at this obese neon zaru. That's massive, guys. And he's not even mega. He's just a neon zaru, you know. And I have a mega bee, and I'm trying to go some mega fruits. I'm the mega guy, guys. Okay, so maybe it will be surprising to some people, but huge pets are our first S plus of the video. Let's go. Now we have the Spinosaurus. I think the Spinosaurus is a really useful pet, and I think it's going to be going in the top of A tier, above the fennec fox. Ooh, now we have the raccoon. Okay. I saw another ranking video. I think it's from Crow, yeah. And he said that the disco bee is slightly better than the raccoon. And I actually kind of agree. So I'm going to be putting him slightly beneath the disco bee. Okay, I know this picture is kind of weird, but it's supposed to say like ascended pets, but yeah. Okay, so now we have ascended pets. Ascended pets are so in demand right now, and they're definitely going in the S plus category. Now we have the kitsune, and the kitsune is also going in the S plus category. But as Crow said in his video, thank you, Crow, I love you, Crow. As he said in his video, I think the kitsune is better than huge pets, not better than ascended pets, but slightly better than huge pets. So right over here in the middle, but you can trade back and forth with them, and it won't really matter. And finally, we have the brand new best pet in the game, the corrupted kitsune. Right now, I think I'm going to be putting him in the top of S tier because it's really in demand. Everybody wants it. The passive is really good. Okay, guys, so this was my ranking. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you liked the video, subscribe. Me and my Neon Zawu. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.